Good evening students, I am Shivakumar. Today we are going to discuss CBSE class 12 chemical kinetics la or important creative questions nama paakaporom. Effect of rate of formation due to change of concentration of reactant. So let us consider a chemical equation. When nitric oxide is react with oxygen gives nitrogen dioxide. Now we need to balance this equation. The number of nitrogen in the left side and right side have 1 and 1. But oxygen has here 1 oxygen, here 2 oxygen, totally 3 oxygen in the left side, but 2 oxygen in the right side. For balancing this equation, we need to write here, I am going to add 2 here and 2 here. If I add 2 here, the number of nitrogen also 2 both side, on both sides. And number of oxygen, 2 oxygen plus 2 oxygen, 2 2s are 4 oxygen. So now the equation has balanced. Now how to write the rate expression for this equation? Okay, we have one data, experimental data about, that is initial rate of formation of NO2, that is nitrogen dioxide, for various concentration. There are 4 experiments given. The data has given. So based on the data, we are going to analyze. Okay, from the first experiment, the concentration of NO and oxygen has same. That is 0.3. That is mole. That is mole liter power minus 1. That is molarity. And here also expressed as molarity. And here also the concentration is expressed as molarity. That is molar concentration. And if both NO and oxygen has equal concentration, the value rate of formation expressed as 0.096. Okay, so we can write as rate expression, we write as K NO concentration exponent 2 and O2 exponent 1, because here 2 moles of NO, so we need to write this 2 on the exponent. That is here 1 mole of oxygen, so for the concentration of oxygen we need to write 1. So this is the rate expression for this reaction. And here K is a rate constant, that is proportionality constant, so it is called as rate constant. Okay students, now we are going to discuss about how this calculation will change based on the change in concentration. In concentration change பண்ணும்போது in the, that is rate of formation of NO2 has changed. 2 times, 4 times, 8 times எப்படி சொல்லிட்டு multiply ஆகிட்டே இருக்கும். அது எப்படி multiply ஆகுதுன்னு பாருங்க. Here when the concentration of NO and oxygen are equal, you can get this 0.096. In the second experiment, when the concentration of NO has doubled and the concentration of oxygen kept constant, so the result will be, that is rate of that is the formation of NO2 becomes 4 times from 0.096 to 0.384 mole liter inverse S inverse. Because why we are that is adding this S inverse, because rate. Okay, so rate of reaction which is equal to, that is D concentration reactant divided by dt, here negative sign. Here what is the meaning of R? That is the concentration of the reactant with respect to time. So that what is the SI unit of time? Second. If second goes numerator, the S becomes S inverse. Okay students. Okay, so how it has happened? Because this changes us, that is 4 times. So from 1 to first experiment to second experiment, there are 4 times multiplication. This is because NO has square value. Okay, the square concentration, that is square value of concentration of NO, so that the value has 4 times. Okay, how it has calculated? So here நம்ம இந்த calculation எப்படி calculate பண்ணிருக்காங்கன்றதை நான் இப்ப சொல்ல போறேன். So for example, rate which is equal to இங்க k ஓட வேல்யூ வந்து 3.55 அப்படினு நான் once practice பண்ணும்போது calculate பண்ணிருக்கேன். So அடுத்தது இங்க concentration வந்து 0.6 whole square இந்த வேல்யூல சப்ஸ்டிட்யூட் பண்றோம். அடுத்தது ஆக்சிஜனோட concentration 0.3 power 1. Okay, so if you multiply all this value you will get 0.384. Okay, that is mole liter inverse S inverse. Okay, this value compared with the first, that is the first experiment value 4 times multiple, that is 0.096 into 4 times you will get 0.384. The value will get, okay, 4 times. Okay, so when third experiment, we are going to compare with the third experiment. Here the concentration of NO kept constant, but concentration of oxygen is doubled. What will happen? Here the experiment value of first experiment value is changed into twofold, that is here 0.096 to 0.192. So in the first experiment like this third experiment பாத்தீங்கன்னா you will get twofold அல்லது two times increase. என்ன காரணம் அப்படினு பாத்தீங்கன்னா here இங்க NO ஓட concentration kept constant, okay, but oxygen ஓட concentration has doubled. அப்ப oxygen ஓட பவர்ல வந்து that is exponent having only one first power, so there is no increase, only 2 times only increase. Okay, compared with the first experiment and the fourth experiment, here the concentration of NO and concentration of oxygen both are doubled compared with the first experiment. What happened? The 0.3 here also 0.3, but here the value has doubled, 0.6 here. When it is doubled you will get the value 0.768, which is 8 times of first value, that is 0.096 multiple 8, you will get this value 0.768. So it shows that when concentration of square, that is exponent value increases, the rate of formation also increases. It is increases depends upon the concentration of the exponent value. ஓகேங்களா, இங்க எக்ஸ்போனன்ட் ஸ்கொயர் இருக்கிறதுனால, ஸ்கொயர் வேல்யூவா இருக்கிறதுனால தான் உங்களுக்கு என்ன ஆகுது 2 times 4 times அல்லது 8 times வந்து உங்களுக்கு மல்டிபிள் ஆகுது. So this is about effect of rate of formation due to change of concentration of reactant. Thank you students.